Okay. In what way does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of real media products? Okay. Well, if I start with my trailer, I'll go through that. Okay, with my trailer, I looked online at loads of different trailers online of a similar genre, such as like Lock, Stock, and This Is England, and The Warrior. Not Warrior, sorry. And what I found with like nearly every trailer, regardless if it's even in that genre actually, that the trailer sort of builds up and does short, quick editing, and then slows down so it builds up and then slows back down to the original tempo. And that's what I tried to do in mine with this little bit here. Let's say that bit, this bit here. But I don't think it. To be honest, I don't really think it's fast enough. I think I needed a couple more clips. But another thing that I found with was a lot of trailers you try and do a mix of the voiceover and like a music background. With mine, I just chose to do the voiceover because I feel that with a soundtrack, you're concentrating as much on the soundtrack as you are the what's going on in the video, and I really wanted the attention on the video and the character. But I try not to give too much away because, like on other trailers online, they don't give a lot away about the story. What else? Yeah, to be honest, I think it's the development of existing trailers. It's not completely original, and it's not copying one exactly. Whereas, because like I said before, you know, they use a mix of voiceover and sound, not one or the other, which I chose voiceover. There's a little bit of sound in my trailer, but that's just so it's not dead silent, because some of the audio got cut off from the actual audio tracks. Conventions. There's a lot of fading in my trailer, and in trailer that's where I got it from. Instead of it cutting directly, you see like just then, this all fades to the next shot, and then that'll fade, and then yes, and so on. Which is another convention that most movie trailers use. And with my posters, I did use a lot of research into these, because, for example, this is what I based. If I start with my poster, this is what I based it on. I based it on this one of The Warrior. But as you can see, that's two different people on this trailer here, on this poster. Sorry, and that is just this is two different photos, but it looks like the same photo, but it's the same person obviously. And what I tried to do was copy the bright font, obviously, and the face split in two. Whereas to show that to be like the good side, and then that to be, you know, that later on the dark side in the film. When I did some more research online, I found that nearly every poster had a little slogan, but only really The Warrior that didn't really have one, which is one I was actually copying. But I decided to add one in because I really thought that it, you know, just make it look a bit less plain, if that makes sense. As well as that, a lot of them have the date enlarged, not as large as this one, as I've done the release date on this one, but they still have a large date, and I think that was key to. I thought that was key to put in. What else? Yeah, the website at the bottom. I think that's the key thing on a poster nowadays. Because, to be honest, most movies are sort of distributed and not distributed. They're just advertised. Most movies are advertised online. That's like the new medium. Whereas before, it might have been posters like in phone boxes. You know, who uses like a phone box? But anyway, yeah, I make sure I put a website on there because even here it says, you know, Warrior. I can't really see that. Warrior the film. Oh, right, it's frozen. But come on. Yeah, I thought I'd put that on there just so that, you know, it's not a real website, but just so that if they did want more information, if they were actually intrigued by the title, they can go online and check it out. Come on. Oh, what's going on? Right. But yeah, okay, and then with my magazine, put a lot of, again, I put a lot of research into this one. I decided that I'd use a mixture of two existing magazines. This was the first one that I really liked. It's a Total Film, and they did the cover of Star Trek. Now I know my film's not as big as Star Trek, it's not the same genre, but I really like the black and white, the character looking me into your eyes. Because with all the magazine posters, they're all making direct eye contact, as you can see, which is something I tried to cover in both of them, in my poster and in my magazine. But anyway, yeah, I really like the black and white staring in your eyes, and I really wanted to copy that. So that was my main thing. So I thought I'd nick that from this episode of this issue of Total Film. And then I looked around and I saw this one of Brad Pitt. And I really like the lay back with the arms crossed, sort of like, obviously staring at you, but like, you know, it's just like casual, sort of like a bad attitude. And I really wanted to copy that, obviously, for my film. So I sort of combined the two, and with his arms crossed, black and white, and looking close. So a mid shot. So that's like a body shot, and then and that's a close up. I sort of combined the two. When I did this, and it was just sort of black and white, I really didn't think it looked the part. So I went into the photo gallery and I started applying various filters. I can't remember what they were called, but I really like this dotted effect. I had to see it in another trailer, but I have to look it up. It's not on this one, but as you can see, I got a banner down the side here on this one, which, because most people either have the banner there or at the bottom here, and I decided to have it on the side because I wanted that bit to be plain, just that bottom bit. And as you see, I took the boldest and coolest film of 2009 and updated it a couple of years with it still. And another thing, they did the posters up here, the covers, clicked all the covers, and I decided just to do a little, what's it called, like a sticker almost. It's just saying guns, gore and girls. Just, you know, just to set the genre of my film. One thing that I did not copy this completely, I guess, but on nearly every film magazine they either have the main image overlapping the title, which is what I did on here. But on this one, as you can see, it's going behind. But if you look at various other ones, one second. Where are they? So I should have got this ready. Yeah, if you just look at this one, so you can see that it's overlapping the title there, and all of these, they're all, well, what I want to say, example there, you can see that it's nearly covering it completely on that one. Yeah, same again. That one's gone behind. But see, that's what I took from it. I decided I'd overlap the image over the header of the title of the magazine. What else? Yeah, the barcode, I guess that's standard really. And for my poster, I decided to put the copyright in the TM, and I made that the Heavyweight Production. It's my own production company. I decided to put that down there. I had a bit of trouble sorting out the blue, not blue, what's it called? Steel tongs font. So I tried to do the best I could there. Like on the other poster of the Warrior, you can see it's got a lot more text than me. I've literally only got written by, casting, edited, and screenplay, and the production company on mine. And I know produced by should be a name, but I decided to do the whole company because that's easy to get their credentials from that. But still, what else? Right. So all in all, I'll just do a quick overview. With my trailer, I'd say with all of my product, I'm developing the media conventions that already exist. You know, I've used most of what are there, and then I've combined the best of both. You know, that's how I've seen it. But I've taken some conventions of one, some of another, and put them together in my own trailer. And that's the same with my maybe not so much my magazine cover, but my poster. Definitely, I'd say. You know, it's not like most of the trailer, most posters that are out there. If I put up on up here, it's not like most posters, but yeah, like I said earlier, you know, I've developed it in my own way. You know, like I could have done that side black and white as well, but like I said, I wanted to show the good and the dark side, and because it's the same person, it's a bit harder to do. So, and I was thinking about photoshopping some cuts on him like this, but I decided against it in the end because freeze my food because I just I don't know. Great, I've done this again. I just can't remember how I've done this today. But yeah, I decided against it in the end. That's the point I was going to say. Right. Yeah, with my poster, I think I did copy a lot of the conventions, and I think that, and to be honest, the one that I copied the most conventions of is my magazine. I think that looks the most professional out of everything that I've done. You know, I think the font could, the title could use a bit of work on this. It looks a bit too crisp and clean, and the date doesn't look very clear. Like, you can't tell it's meant to be like dried blood, and you know, even just that bit there, which I made black just to make it look a bit more rugged. But altogether, I think they're all effective. But I think the most effective is a magazine, and it is because I just, you know, I copied loads of conventions and magazines, and also, you know, I've got the 10 comedy films you must see and Soundshark, you know, which appeal to mainly men. So you can see that this issue of Total Film is mainly appeal to men. The same with, you know, The Hobbit, Spider-Man, Prometheus at the top. Oh, I think I've spelled that wrong, Prometheus, I have to sort that out. And you know, then I've got it all down here as well, Sharktopus, The Hobbit, Godzilla 2. Mind you, I've got Twilight on there, which is not particularly, mind you, men like that. But anyway, that's another convention, is having the little text here, like a little preview of what's amazing. They've got some there, like A to Z of comedy on that one. There's been Vampire Killers, Gwyneth Paltrow. Not sure if I've got any on this one. It doesn't really say on this one because this is a cover especially about Brad Pitt in 2007. Also, the date and price on this one, you can see it's up here, and in this one, I think it's the same as mine. Yeah, I've put the price on the barcode. You can't really see it from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to say on this.